guys, and welcome to a Let's Drive video. My name is Derek Weldon.
I'm Paul Miller.
And today we're looking at an E30 Touring. This one is a 325i. And so that's an inline 6-cylinder, 2.5 liter engine. This one has been highly modified and is a pretty awesome car. So let's take a look. It's been repainted to this metallic green color. You might not be able to pick it up in the video, but it's really, really sparkly and nice in the sun. It's been lowered right down to the ground. You can't even stick fingers in here. 17-inch wheels, and they're very wide wheel. Come in really close so you can see the front, especially the rear ones.
Yeah, I think it's a staggered rim, but the same size tire. So there's more poke in the back. Stretch.
Tires are a Toyota T3. I'm sorry.
T1R.
T1R on the front.
Same in the back.
T1R on the back. Okay. I don't know what I'm talking about.
That's fine. So they're stretched on these. These are wider. Looks good though.
Large exhaust.
Two-tone. Roof is black.
Two-tone exhaust.
Two-tone exhaust. It sounds good.
Spoiler on the back and total car service. Ashakobo.
It's the shop that built it, I guess.
Okay, Touring is great because you get tons of room in the back. Compared to the sedan, very clean in here.
You can fit a whole Derek inside.
You can, but it's not level, so it's not like a tailgate. You have to stick your legs up a little bit. It's not bad though. And I really like the way that the back, I guess this would be the D pillar. The angle of the D pillar in comparison to the back end, it's just a really good look, I think. Okay, so looking inside, this one has leather seats, has modifications to the interior.
Yeah, I got the stereo and the AC's been moved.
The stereo sucks, the AC sucks, sorry. And dashboard, or the glove box is missing, take a look.
Yeah.
But the seats are in really good condition.
These are the newer model seats, right? With the controls on the side? I think they are.
Could be. The car's been pretty modified, especially with the looks. Wouldn't be surprised. Back seats also leather.
But they're like different. They're this ridged. I'm not very good with E30 knowledge.
Alright, let's pop the hood. I love the way that the hoods pop on these E30s.
Yeah.
So it comes forward like that.
And it rolls, and then goes up.
And then it holds itself up. So 2.5 liter, very basic BMW engine. I've actually never driven this engine before, so I'm pretty excited to take a look at that. Okay. Closing is a two-step process.
Yeah. Slide it down and slide it back.
Okay, so let's go for a drive now.
Let's go.
Alright guys, let's go for a drive. And my first time in any sort of E30, so this is going to be fun. This one is an automatic transmission. It's too bad it's not a 5-speed. You didn't see that, Paul, did you?
Nope.
Okay, elephant in the room. We're driving a left-handed drive car here in Japan, and so this is the opposite of the cars that we typically export here from Japan. We're driving a right-hand drive country with a left-hand drive car, and so it's a little bit strange. I haven't driven a car like this in quite some time on the road, and that's why I just hit the wipers. I don't know if you guys could see that, but I just hit the wipers when I was supposed to hit the signal, and the reason being is because they are swapped around. Hello, Mercedes. I'll beat you every time. That was a C240. This car could take it. Okay, so station wagons, I think, are pretty awesome. What do you think, Paul?
I love them. I love this one. We never got these in North America or the States?
I don't think we got these in Canada. I've never seen one.
I know we didn't get them in the States, and I love this. I've been fawning over this car since it arrived, since we saw it. It's, I love it.
Well, that's a decent amount of power. That's, I guess, what I expected. Not faster, not too slow, but it's enough. 2.5 liter. Handling's way... So I used to own a E39 wagon, and that had a 2.8 liter in it, and it was one of the slowest cars I'd ever driven. It also had an automatic transmission, and it was terrible.
They could probably hear the exhaust on this car.
It's really loud, isn't it?
It drones. It drones pretty bad. It sounds good. It just drones. Under cruising, I guess, or light throttle.
Yeah. Okay, so impressions on the car so far. It feels pretty solid.
It's a green light. What is he doing?
The steering feels great. Handling is pretty good considering it's a wagon. Speed is decent. The brakes work. I don't really know if they're good or not. I'm driving on the wrong side of the road. So used to driving a right-hand drive car. Whoops.
That is weird.
And so I used to drive a left-hand drive car here in Japan for about a year and a half. And I quite liked it. I like being close to this side of the road because here in Japan you have a lot of people who are on scooters or bikes that you have to watch out for. And if you're on the other side, it's difficult to judge how far away you are from them. Also, parallel parking and pulling up to a curb is a lot easier too.
Yeah, you're just on the wrong side to let people out.
Okay, I'm gonna pull over here because there's not much other chance to pull over up there.
Oh goodness.
Ready? The bus stopped here. They were safe.
Yeah, well, now the cars are not.
I realize if we do the mic inside the car, we can no longer say anything while we're transferring seats.
Yeah, all we can do is
I kind of like that part because then I can say something, but you don't realize that I'm saying until you watch the video later.
right. Okay. E30.
Yeah, that exhaust. If this were my car, that exhaust would go right away. It's just, you probably won't be able to hear it in the video, right? Because it's so low frequency. It's like bass.
I have no idea where to go here to like turn around.
Yeah, probably fun to turn around.
Wait for this fit to go by. Just go here and turn around? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that.
Do it. Go into the ramen shop.
Yeah, we'll turn around down here. I think we're by the Subaru dealership. Subaru has a new hatchback, Impreza.
Do they?
Yeah.
I'm going to turn the AC on because it's pretty hot in here.
Really announced. I don't know, people aren't making a big deal out of it. I feel like we should.
A new hatchback Impreza.
Yep.
Haven't seen it.
It looks like the Impreza, but hatchback. It's like exactly what you'd expect if you can picture the new Impreza. Alright. We'll turn around down here so there's a...
Watch out, the car's low, so if you go into a parking lot,
I was gonna
probably get into this one easily.
that's what I was gonna do.
Don't hit the person on the bike.
I'm gonna try not to. Hey look, there's the new BMW wagon.
I really like those actually. I think they're good looking cars.
Oh god, there's cars coming.
They're the kind of car that's everywhere though, compared
Shit.
Just pull in, do a e-brake slide, and then turn around.
I'm just gonna drive like a normal person now. That was a bad idea. I just had a bad idea and stuck to it for some reason. Okay. Let's try this normally. You guys get a look at all the weird cars in the parking lot. By weird, I mean the regular minivans.
Yeah.
And the 3 Series wagon, the new one.
And that weird face March.
Yeah. And mass drivers.
It's nice to have a Euro car that the AC actually works on. So many times. Like this one's been converted to R134 from the R12. So it's nice and cold. Yeah, complaints about the car, the exhaust, and the steering wheel has no tilt steering, and so it's down in your lap and you can't see the gauges. You won't be able to see this in the video, but the top of the steering wheel is right where your gauges are for me. How about for you?
Same.
It is an aftermarket steering wheel, or like a newer style
Yeah.
M3 steering wheel or something like that.
Right.
It's really nice. It's just down too low.
I'm not sure if this is something they did though, because I feel like this isn't normal. If you had this car, I'd engine swap it. I'm not supposed to say that. I know I would engine swap it.
It depends on what you're using the car for. If this was a daily car,
I'd engine swap
2.5
it.
would be just fine.
It would be. I just wanted to say 1JZ in front of it.
That would be nice.
I'd leave it automatic.
Really?
Yeah, like an automatic 1J, like out of like a Sora or something. It's really cheap engine set, right? And they put everything in E30s.
Yeah, I've seen them
LS1s
with
and
1J.
1Js, 2Js, SRs, RBs. You get a newer 335 motor, that would be fun too. If you want to keep it BMW, I wouldn't.
See, the exhaust sounds really nice from outside of the car, but it's not nice from inside.
This lens drive's a little funny because
We're going to McDonald's.
no, we should though.
Skyline.
I think it's a little funny because the video would be better. It's a Pajero Evolution.
Pull in the parking lot and get it on the video, because those are so rare to see actually on the street. You can find them at the auction, but to find them on the street, it's really crazy. That
We'll
one has
show
a
it to you
lift
guys.
too. That's funny to get a Pajero Evo with a lift on
Look at
it.
that, guys.
Cool, man.
That's a rare one for you. We'll make the video a little longer for that. Is there anything else cool in here? Nope. Great.
You could just drive off the side there, sort of like
Yeah.
Initial D.
That's what I was
Just
gonna do.
take the jump.
I was just gonna.
If we were in a Pajero Evo, we could probably go down there.
Yeah, you just jump it. I almost thought that was just a big ramp.
You see, I'm really sad because we had the Pajero Evo in the lot recently, right? It was only in for how many days?
Like 3.
3 days, and I didn't even get a chance to see the car, let alone go take it for a drive.
I did.
What?
Nothing. I definitely drove it. Ooh,
Definitely drove it is like level up from I drove it.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? Drove it really fast?
No.
Drove it for a long time?
Yeah, like when I had to park it in the parking lot, I had to like go all the way around to make sure I had it lined up perfectly.
All the way around the parking lot?
All the way around the block.
Oh.
You know, just to make sure I had it lined up, just where I had to go.
I think the suspension on this car is not bad. It's livable despite how low it is.
It is. It actually
Right.
feels really good.
And there's no rubbing of the tires.
I expected it. Well, there is evidence of it at some point on the tires, but
He was
we've been
faster
driving
than
it.
us.
Yeah, and it's been okay. So I imagine that's from bumping it highway or something.
I saw it was worn out on the outside of the tire, right?
On the
But
front a little bit,
would that be the inside of the fender well?
probably.
Because it looked like it was down too low in order to rub there.
I really like this car. Even this, like, I think this is the way I would have it. I wouldn't have it in a manual. Because I'm not a big fan of E30s, and I love this as a wagon.
I really like the size of it. Okay,
Yeah.
so the E30 came out in what year? 86 or 85?
I don't know.
Sometime around then, right? So it's a comparable car to the Hachiroku, right? Because it came out roughly about the same
Yeah,
time.
rear-wheel drive, right.
They're both rear-wheel drive.
I'll go
they
with
both
that.
have a similar amount of power. And so in this day and age, it seems like the BMWs hold up better than the 86s do over time. Probably higher quality parts, better fitment of the parts, and probably more parts lying around that you can use to repair your car with. The chassis seems tighter than an 86 that I've ever been in, despite this one being a wagon, which should naturally have less rigidity in it, right? So it's funny how the 3 Series, well, the E30s are going up in price, but not as quickly as the 86s.
I was fixing my wallet.
I gotta fix my seat.
You know what's funny about this?
No.
Is I used to, like, my dream kind of 90s station wagon daily driver would have been a B5 S4 Avant.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'd rather have this.
Then an S4,
Yeah.
only if there's a 1J swap.
If I can modify it. Right, not stock for stock.
I love the looks of it. It's so classy these days. It's cool.
I'll have to think about that because I really like
Are you gonna
B5.
put box flares on it?
B5 Avants. No.
The sky's the limit. You have free money. It's all paid for by the company.
I would do it just like this, I think. Or, you know what, I might do the new Tracioto kit just to make everybody mad.
What's Tracioto?
The Rocket Bunny.
It sounds like a disease.
Yeah, the Pandem, the Pandem E30 kit, but on a wagon.
Rocket Bunny has a kit for the E30s.
They do.
They have a kit for everything, don't they? I bet they do for that blue truck there.
Yeah, probably. I saw today, actually, I think their newest release, it looks like is going to be an FBRX7 kit.
FD?
FB.
What's an FB?
Before the FC. Little pointy one.
Oh, the tiny little one.
Yeah.
With the full glass hatch.
The FAFB RX7s.
That's really weird because they don't exist here in Japan anymore.
Yeah, you really don't see those cars, do you? I didn't even think about that.
Used to, about 8 years ago you could find them, but nowadays...
I'll see them around the US from time to time.
If the engines last.
Oh,
oops.
Car in the middle of the road.
About rotors?
You can talk about rotors. Just no judgments.
Yeah, Paul, you really gotta fix the exhaust in your car.
Yeah, right?
This is your car, right?
Yeah. No, this car, I don't know if we're allowed to name him. Anyway, it was graciously donated to us by another customer of our company.
And videos on the other channel, of course. Most of the people who subscribe to this channel also subscribe to the other one.
So you get more.
They've probably already seen the video by now.
Yeah, they would have. So this is a really cool one to drive. I don't know. This is the wrong video for this car, I feel like, because the Let's Drive is okay, but it's the outside of this car that's so cool. It's lowered in the wheels, and it's got that CSL carbon, parts on the front. Look or whatever.
And the M-Technique front and rear bumpers we didn't mention earlier in the video.
Yeah.
Full projector headlights, the real ones from Bosch.
It's got the little headlight mean eyes thing.
Oh yeah, the angry eyes.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? So you say you want this to be an automatic, super high horsepower, or maybe not super high horsepower, but a 1J swap, so 300-ish horsepower. Would be a lot in this car.
Yeah.
And I would just love to have a station wagon with a manual because it's so hard to ever find any station wagons with manual. Like the RS4, that's one exception, and the S4, that's another exception, but there really aren't that many other ones. Especially here in Japan. Like in Europe they do, because people like wagons there. But the only people who like wagons here in Japan are like housewives.
Well, we ruined a video on a 161 that we drove, so we have to do another one. But if you remember the 161,
yeah,
imagine that, but in this. That's what I want. I want that comfort and that power and that kind of reliability with the Toyota and whatever in this. That would be perfect for me.
I think it would be a good car. I still want the manual.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Anyway,
I've been manual-less for like 8 years now, so it's eating at my soul.
We're going to join the club.
All right.
Gonna finish here. Back at the lot. I can't film because we had to get the other car out.
That's okay. We went a little bit over to the time here because we couldn't get out of the parking lot.
Thanks for coming with us.
Bye, guys.
Bye.